North Country was a really exciting film for us to make. I grew up in northern New England and New Hampshire, skiing most of my life, and then ended up moving to Los Angeles. And when we were asked to create a documentary about this family in northern New Hampshire where I grew up, it's always fun to go back home and tell a story that's meaningful to you. And unlike most productions I do that are just a couple days here or there, I actually flew back and forth several times over 4 years to document this family's history and help bring the story to life. So one of the longer projects I've ever done, and it was really fun to dig deep with the family and try to create something special. It was interesting. Our subject, the main subject in the film, was in his mid-90s. I think it was 94 when we started shooting. So when he's telling the story of his life, inherently, most of that is decades ago, talking about the 20s and 30s. So we had to lean into the use of a lot of archival to help bring that period to life. And we were lucky enough that in the area that we were shooting, there's actually some old museums that have archived a lot of the history there, specifically with skiing in New England, which was really where skiing started in America. So there's an actual place, the New England Ski Museum, that has incredible archives that ended up featuring our subject in a lot of the videos and photographs. So we worked with the museum to curate a lot of the archival footage we used, and then intertwined that throughout the story and tried to provide enough present day imagery to really keep people engaged, but then also bring them back in time and sort of hop back and forth, which was it was fun to do. And it was also incredible to see the beginning of our stories is in the 30s, which is right when color film was first being used by home consumers. So literally 16 millimeter film was invented when our story started. So it was incredible to be using, and even just to watch some of this early footage. It's the first time these cameras were ever used, was sort of like a history lesson for myself in terms of camera history and filmmaking. So it was really fun. I think the approach for this film, for better or for worse, evolved a lot over the couple years we were making it. So we kept coming up with ideas, but for the archival specifically, we realized that the family had so much of this stuff in their basement on old film and slides. And we realized it would be really special for them to actually look at some of this stuff. And it was amazing to see most of the family had never even seen all the archival that they had in their basement. So we went and got a projector and brought it over to their house and started showing them these images. And it was really visceral reactions from the family, seeing their grandfather and their parents in scenarios they had never, ever gotten to put their eyes on. So that was a really special moment for us. And to be able to capture sort of their reactions as well while they're watching the footage became a really integral part of the film.